Have you ever wondered why some people stay calm under pressure while others explode over the smallest things? Why one person shrugs off an insult and another carries it for days, even years? Here's the hard truth, and it might sting a little. It's not the rude barista. It's not the co-worker who throws you under the bus. It's not even that family member who always knows how to twist the knife. It's you. It's your reaction, your interpretation, your decision to let them into your peace. But don't worry, that's not blame. That's power. Because if it's your reaction, that means you have the power to change it. In today's episode, I'll share 10 timeless Stoic lessons that'll help you stay centered, calm, and unbothered no matter who or what tries to shake you. Let's walk the Stoic path together and unlock the strength that's already inside you. Own your reactions. You're having one of those rare, quiet mornings. Maybe you're sipping your coffee, enjoying the silence. Then suddenly, someone says something rude. Maybe it's a stranger, maybe it's someone close to you. Either way, boom, your peace evaporates. You feel it, that wave of irritation, frustration, maybe even anger. But here's the hard truth, my friend. They didn't ruin your day. You did. Now, that's not meant to shame you. It's meant to wake you up to something powerful. No one, not your boss, not your partner, not the guy who cuts you off in traffic, has control over your emotions unless you hand it to them. That's the first truth of Stoic strength. Between what happens to you and what you do about it, there's a space. And in that space, that's where your power lives. It's like wearing noise-canceling headphones in the middle of a noisy street. The world's still loud, but it doesn't reach you. You can still see the chaos, but it doesn't shake you. That's what emotional mastery looks like. Not pretending you don't feel, but realizing you're not a slave to those feelings. So next time someone tries to push your buttons, try this. Step 1, pause. Seriously, just pause. Feel the heat rise, then name it. I'm feeling irritated. I'm feeling hurt. Naming it breaks the automatic cycle. Step 2, question it. Ask yourself, am I reacting to what actually happened or to the story I'm telling myself about it? Step 3, choose your response. Respond from your values, not your wounds. From your clarity, not your ego. Because here's the secret. The moment you reclaim your response, you reclaim your peace. And peace, not control, not revenge, not being right, is the ultimate power. Let this sink in. They don't control you, you do. And in that moment, you don't just avoid anger. You become unshakable. Stop expecting you from others. Let's be honest. Most disappointment starts with a quiet little phrase, I would never do that. And maybe you wouldn't. You wouldn't ignore someone's message. You wouldn't cancel plans last minute. You wouldn't speak without thinking. But here's the thing. They're not you. They don't think like you, love like you, show up like you. They're on their own path, shaped by their own wounds, habits, and beliefs. And that truth, it's not just okay. It's liberating. Expecting people to think or act like you do is like standing in a thunderstorm yelling at the rain to stop being wet. All it does is leave you cold, soaked, and resentful. The Stoics didn't waste time wishing others were different. They focused on what they could control themselves. So when someone lets you down, here's what you do. Step 1. Acknowledge the expectation. Ask yourself, what was I hoping they'd do? Just naming it brings clarity. Step 2. Challenge the belief. Was it fair to expect them to act the way I would? More often than not, the answer is no. Step 3. Shift the focus back to you. Instead of burning energy trying to change them, use that energy to decide who you want to be in that moment. Here's the gift in this mindset. You free yourself. You stop riding the emotional roller coaster of what others should or shouldn't do. You stop turning every slight into a storm, because in the end, people are who they are, not who you want them to be. That doesn't mean you lower your standards or accept poor behavior. It means you stop tying your peace to people's choices. And when you do that, you stop trying to control the weather and start mastering your umbrella. That's emotional freedom. That's strength. That's Stoicism. Release the need to be right. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever walked away from an argument technically won it, but felt awful anyway? You proved your point. They backed down. But something deeper broke. That's because being right isn't the same as being at peace. The need to constantly prove yourself. It's not strength. It's pride disguised as principle. It's fear hiding behind certainty. The Stoics saw this clearly. They knew if your peace depends on convincing others, you're still a prisoner. So the next time conflict shows up in a conversation, an online comment, a family dinner, do this step 1. Pause before you speak. Take a breath. Let the heat pass. Step 2. Ask yourself, is this about truth or ego? Will saying more bring me peace or just more noise? Step 3. Choose curiosity over conquest. You don't have to win. You can just listen, understand, walk away whole. It doesn't mean you silence your voice. It means you know which hills are worth dying on and which ones are just your pride trying to pick a fight. There's a quiet power in letting go of the last word, because in that moment, you're not just protecting a relationship, you're protecting yourself, your peace, your energy, your clarity. As Lao Tzu said, he who is attached to his views will never grow. You don't need to be right all the time. You just need to be aligned with your values. And most of the time, that looks like listening more and saying less. So the next time you feel the urge to argue, stop and ask, is this fight worth my freedom? Because often the real victory isn't in proving your point. It's in knowing you don't have to. Don't let words define you. You ever notice how one comment, just a few careless words, can hijack your entire day? You share an idea, you put yourself out there, and someone cuts it down with a laugh, a shrug, or worse, a cold, dismissive remark. And suddenly, you shrink. Your confidence crumbles. You start questioning yourself. But here's what I want you to remember and feel in your bones. Their words don't define you. They reflect them. Their mood, their stress, their own unhealed insecurities. When you let someone's comment decide your worth, you're handing them power they never earned. So here's what to do the next time someone's words sting. Step 1, pause before reacting. That space between insult and instinct, that's your sanctuary. Step 2, ask yourself honestly, is this true? Is there something helpful here? Or is this just projection wrapped in a sharp tone? Step 3, reaffirm your truth. Your value didn't come with a price tag. It doesn't shift based on compliments or criticisms. It's internal, it's untouchable, it's yours. Marcus Aurelius once said, "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." Think about that. You know your heart. You know your effort. So why let someone's passing judgment rewrite your story? Now, this doesn't mean you reject all feedback. It means you learn to filter. Take in what helps you grow and toss the rest like static noise. You're not made of glass. You don't need to shatter every time someone speaks carelessly. And the next time someone throws shade or criticism your way, just remember, they're allowed to speak. But you get to decide what stays. And that decision, that's where your freedom begins. Before we jump into 5, take a moment to do me a small favor. Hit like, subscribe, and share this message. Your simple action can help more people who are struggling with this issue find the content they need. Thank you for being a part of this. Set boundaries. Protect peace. Let me ask you something simple but real. How many times have you said yes when every part of you was screaming no? You didn't want to disappoint them. You didn't want to seem selfish. You told yourself, it's just one more thing. But every time you say yes to what drains you, you're saying no to what heals you, to your rest, to your focus, to your peace. The truth is, protecting your energy isn't selfish. It's sacred. It's spiritual. It's how you honor the limited time and strength you've been given. And here's the thing, most people forget. Boundaries aren't about keeping others out. They're about keeping you in centered, clear whole. So how do you start protecting that sacred energy? Step 1, get honest about your limits. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you're always giving, always available, you'll run dry, and resentment will take root. Step 2, communicate clearly and kindly. Use I statements, like I need quiet time after work, or I'm not able to take this on right now. Direct doesn't mean rude, it means respectful to both them and you. Step 3, stand by your boundaries. Consistency builds respect. When you honor your word, people learn to honor it too. And if they don't, that's not a sign to bend further. That's a sign they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries in the first place. Epictetus said it best, freedom is the ability to live as we wish. And that includes saying no without guilt, resting without shame, and choosing where your time and soul are spent. Because you weren't born to be on call for everyone's crisis. You weren't meant to exhaust yourself proving your worth. Your job, your duty, is to protect the peace inside you, not just for you, but so that the people who do matter get the best of you, not the burnout version. So the next time you feel stretched too thin, ask yourself, is this request more important than my well-being? If the answer is no, let it go. Because your peace isn't a favor you give, it's a boundary you keep. Let go of needing approval. Let's be real. You can spend your whole life trying to be liked, trying to impress, to fit in, to earn the approval of people who don't even know the full story of who you are. Or you can decide right now to live your truth. But you can't do both. No matter how kind, how smart, how thoughtful you are, someone will misunderstand you. Someone will judge you. Someone will criticize you just because it's easier than understanding you. So here's the question. Why let their opinion write your story? Why let someone else's voice be louder than your own? People see you through their own filters, their past, their pain, their projections. Half the time, their judgment isn't about you at all, it's about them. So, how do you start to detach? Step 1, question the weight you give their voice. Ask yourself, do they truly know me? Are they living the kind of life I admire? Do I respect their opinion, or am I just afraid of rejection? Step 2, reaffirm your values. Ground yourself in what you believe, because once you're rooted in your truth, outside opinions lose their grip. Step 3, let go gracefully. Picture their words like leaves on a stream. You don't need to grab them, just watch them pass. Epictetus said it with sharp clarity, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." That sounds extreme, but it's freedom. It means being brave enough to follow your path even when others don't get it, even when they talk, even when they laugh, even when they walk away. You don't need applause to be at peace. You don't need approval to be whole. And you definitely don't need permission to be yourself. So the next time someone's opinion starts creeping into your confidence, pause and ask, am I living for them or for me? Because your life is too precious, too personal, too sacred to be shaped by someone who doesn't have to live it. Detached not with anger, but with peace. Not to shut people out, but to let yourself in. Because the moment you stop chasing approval, you start living free. Use silence as strength. You know that moment. Someone throws a jab, subtle or sharp. Maybe they're trying to get a reaction. Maybe they're just careless with their words. Either way, you feel it hit, right in the chest. The fire rises, and your instinct fire back. Prove your point. Say something, anything to not feel small. But here's the Stoic truth. When emotions are high, wisdom is low. And that's where silence becomes a superpower. Not the passive kind, not the bitter, I'm ignoring you kind, but the strong, steady kind, the kind that says, you don't get to pull me into your storm. I'll stay in my peace. Because silence doesn't mean you've lost. It means you've chosen to win in a deeper way by not giving your energy to things that don't deserve it. So when someone provokes you, try this step 1, pause. Feel the emotion. Breathe into it. Let the space between trigger and reaction open up. Step 2, say nothing. You don't need to defend, explain, or retaliate. Your peace speaks louder than any comeback ever could. Step 3, speak later if needed with clarity, not rage. Sometimes silence is all that's needed. Other times, when you're calm, you can speak with precision and power, not heat. Marcus Aurelius put it plainly, the best answer to anger is silence. Silence is the Stoic sword. It cuts through noise. It disarms aggression. And most of all, it protects you. Because the moment you react, you hand over control. But when you choose silence, you keep your power and your dignity intact. So next time someone tries to drag you into drama, ask yourself, Is this worth my peace, or is silence the stronger stance? And if it is, say nothing. Just smile and walk away taller. Because silence isn't weakness, it's mastery. Choose gratitude over anger. Here's something powerful to sit with. Anger and gratitude can't exist in the same space. It's like trying to be bitter and blessed at the same time. One will always push the other out. You've had those days, right, where nothing seems to go right. Someone cuts you off. Your plans fall apart. A comment stings deeper than it should. And before you know it, frustration turns into full-blown anger. But what if in that moment you paused and asked, what's still good right now? What's still working, even when everything feels off? What can I be thankful for right here, right now? Because that shift from what's wrong to what's real, that's what brings you back to center. Here's how to make gratitude your emotional anchor. Step 1. Interrupt the spiral. The next time you feel anger rising, don't suppress it, just pause and breathe. Then ask, what's one thing I can appreciate in this moment? Even something small. The coffee in your hand, the roof over your head, the lesson hidden in the struggle. Step 2. Keep a gratitude journal. Each night, write down 3 things, no matter how small, that went well. This isn't fluff. It's training your brain to find the good even in the chaos. Step 3. Use gratitude to reframe tough moments. When someone criticizes you, unfairly try thinking, I'm grateful I have the emotional strength not to take this personally. Or when your day derails, say, at least I get to try again tomorrow. Cicero called gratitude the parent of all virtues, because when you train your mind to see what's meaningful, you stop giving so much power to what's maddening. Gratitude won't erase every problem, but it will give you perspective. And sometimes perspective is the thing that keeps you from falling apart. So the next time anger creeps in, don't fight it. Just shift. Look for the light, even if it's just a flicker, because sometimes peace doesn't come from fixing the outside, but from remembering the good that's already within. Turn criticism into growth. Let's be honest, criticism hurts. Even when it's well-meaning, even when it's true, even when you know it's supposed to help you grow, it still stings. Why? Because it pokes at your ego, at that part of you that wants to be seen, not questioned, appreciated, not picked apart. But here's what the Stoics knew. Criticism, when received with clarity, becomes one of your greatest teachers. It shows you what you couldn't see. It points out your blind spots. And it pushes you to evolve, not in spite of discomfort, but because of it. So the next time someone criticizes you, even if they say it wrong or say it harshly, do this. Step 1. Pause. Breathe. Resist the urge to defend, argue, or shut down. Step 2. Separate the delivery from the message. Ask, is there any truth in this, even if it wasn't said kindly? You don't have to accept the tone, just look for the gold inside the dirt. Step 3. Use it as fuel, not fire. Let it shape you, not shame you. Let it sharpen you, not sink you. Think of it like this. A sculptor's chisel is rough, but it's what turns stone into art. In the same way, feedback, even the uncomfortable kind, is what carves you into something more resilient, more refined. Now, not all criticism is valid. Some people speak from jealousy, ignorance, or projection. But even then, you still win if you stay calm, stay curious, and stay true to your path. Epictetus once said, "If anyone speaks ill of you, do not make excuses, but say, 'He obviously does not know about my other faults, otherwise he would not have mentioned only these.'" That's not sarcasm, that's freedom. It's the ability to not take everything personally, because you know who you are. You know you're still growing. And growth, real lasting, meaningful growth, never comes from comfort. So the next time someone offers critique, ask, "What here can help me grow?" Then take what's useful, leave what's noise, and keep building a version of yourself that no cheap opinion can shake. Let go to move forward. You've probably heard this before, but let's sit with it for a second. Holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and hoping the other person suffers. We've all done it, replaying the moment they hurt us, reliving the betrayal, the disrespect, the injustice. You tell yourself, "I'm not ready to let this go. They don't deserve my forgiveness." But the truth, you're the one carrying the weight. You're the one suffering, not them. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending it didn't matter. And it definitely doesn't mean what they did was okay. Letting go simply means you're done letting it control you. Here's how to start releasing what no longer serves your peace. Step 1, acknowledge what you feel. Don't bypass it. Don't sugarcoat it. Own it. I'm still hurt. I'm still angry. Naming it is the beginning of healing it. Step 2, reframe the pain. Ask, what did I learn from this? How did this grow me? Even the worst moments have the potential to shape your strength if you let them. Step 3, choose to let go for you. Say it out loud if you need to. This doesn't deserve space in my mind anymore. I release it and I reclaim my peace. Marcus Aurelius put it like this: do not be disturbed by what is outside your control. Let it go, and you will find peace. Think about that. All the grudges, all the mental replays, all the energy wasted trying to rewrite the past. What if you just set it down? Letting go doesn't mean you lose it, means you choose. You choose to stop being defined by what hurt you. You choose to move forward, lighter, freer, and stronger. So ask yourself right now, what am I still carrying that's weighing me down? Then breathe in peace. Breathe out the past. Because the moment you let go, you rise. You don't have to live on edge, reacting to every slight, every mood, every word that isn't yours. Every single moment, you have a choice to pause or to lash out, to carry peace or pick up pain. You were never meant to be ruled by emotion. You were meant to master it gently, bravely, one decision at a time. And no, it's not about being perfect. It's about practicing, coming back to center when life pulls you off course, choosing calm when anger feels easier, choosing freedom when resentment begs you to stay bitter. So, if today's message stirred something in you, if it reminded you of your power to stay rooted, unshaken, and whole, pass it on. Someone out there is fighting a battle you can't see, and a few honest words might be the thing that brings them back to themselves. Thank you for walking this path with me. Let's keep practicing with patience, with purpose, with heart. Stay grounded, stay kind, and most of all, stay unbothered.